Welcome back, I'm Dr. Ruckus, and today we are playing Esper Teferi in Ranked Standard. This deck is built around Teferi Temporal Pilgrim, a 5-mana 4-loyalty planeswalker. Whenever you draw a card, put a loyalty counter on itself. The 0 loyalty ability is draw a card, and the -2 ability is create a 2/2 spirit token with vigilance. Whenever you draw a card, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. So what do we want to be doing with this deck? Drawing cards. What draws cards really well? Raffine, the Scheming Seer. 3-mana 1/4 flying, ward 1. Whenever you attack, target attacking creature connives X, meaning draw X cards, then discard X cards, where X is the number of attacking creatures. So what you want to be doing is dropping one of your 2 drops on turn 2, either the Underdog or the Denic. Turn 3, slam Raffine, attack at your first connive trigger, make some formidable creatures for the opponent to deal with, while also drawing and discarding and filtering towards your answers. And then later, once you drop Teferi, if you have a big enough board state, you can start drawing a ton of cards off connive each turn, putting a ton of loyalty counters on Teferi, and making these giant vigilant spirit creatures. The rest of the deck is all supportive of this. We got some counterspells to make disappear, so removal and go for the throat and infernal grasp. Wedding Announcement generates more creatures onto the board to help get a bigger connive, and also helps you draw cards, obviously triggering the draw plan of the deck. One Adeline in there. She's a great defender of the planeswalkers, as she tends to be pretty big with big board states, and also has vigilance, so you can attack and still block on the way back. Just one copy of Taluz, the Clever Conductor. It connives, which helps the draw plan, but don't forget its second ability. I do make this mistake in one of the games. Ideally, you want to play this out before you start discarding cards via the connive here, or either your discard lands, because when you discard cards with Taluz on the battlefield, they get tucked under her, and then when she dies, you get them back to the hand, which is quite a lot of value. Lastly, we have Soldier, which of course benefits from drawing cards, and is just a solid body in general, and Wandering Emperor's in there, both for removal and board presence and first strike, all that jazz. Enjoy the gameplay. Let's dive right in. 2-lander on the play. We are able to play Denic on 2. Start here. Tap land. Cool. Yeah, we can get a Denic down now, I think. Okay. In fact, we have to. We don't have the black for the Underdog anyway. Okay. I want to undo nothing. I don't know if we run the Raffine out here. I think I'd rather play an Underdog after combat. Swing for 2. Okay. And let's see if they want to counter this. Autopay. Yep, they go ahead and make the Spirit, so pretty happy we went with that play instead of the Raffine. Sunset Revelry, okay. And a Combat Courier, alright, that's a new one. Well, Raffine's now a lot better here. Wandering Emperor is also pretty obnoxious, just plussing. I think I like Raffine a little bit better. We can save the Emperor in case we actually have to remove something. We'll just play you as a land for now. Drop the Raffine. And swing here. We don't actually need the land, but we wouldn't mind the counter. So we'll go ahead and drop off back off Raffine here. Chumps it is. Okay. Well, if they run the sweeper, we at least get a draw. Tap land. No sweeper this turn. Okay. Not bad. Could play back the Underdog here. I don't hate that. I'm actually pretty happy with that. Yep. Let's run it down the middle. Underdog comes down. Swing in. Probably put the counters on the flyer. Even though they might want to remove it. It is pretty expensive for them to remove. They let that go. I think we drop off at least 2 Denics. We don't need the extra land. Maybe go 1 Denic, 1 land. Now, let's just drop off both Denics here. Oh, 3 cards. Okay, we'll do the land as well. Alright, easy. Okay, they take 2 chumps. Sack the Courier, draw a card. Drop a tap land. Still might see a sweeper here, but we're pretty well positioned with the Underdog and the Denics in the graveyard. A turn 6 farewell is a much bigger issue. T-populate. We take the card draw. Okay. What's the best way to follow up here? Double Denic isn't bad. I think we're definitely going to play out this land. I wouldn't mind getting some graveyard value before they potentially take things out of the graveyard. So maybe we do go double Denic this turn. Denic part 1. Denic part 2. Do nothing. Okay, so this is an Emperor turn. that's the case, we don't really want to slam the underdog into the Emperor. We're happy to slam both of these in there. We can't give anyone vigilance. We can play the Raffine out. I think we'll keep taking land. Let's start with the Raffine. And see what they target. I don't think we run the underdog out here. Okay, we want them to remove you, because then we can just play back the backup Denick from the graveyard anyway. So put the counters here, and if they Wandering Emperor you, we can just play out the backup Pious Apparition. So there it is. We don't have any counter spells, unfortunately, but that's okay.
You started this fight, but I'm going to end it.
Yep, that's fine. Let the exile go.
My judgment is fine.
Okay, I think we just play out backup Denick here. Well, everything's going according to plan so far. Opponent's still at 19, though. The game has just begun. Founding the third path. Instant sorcery, mana value 1 or 2. They get back Sunset Revelry, I guess. Faithful Mending. Target player mills 4 cards. Copy instant or sorcery from your graveyard. Okay, so they can, does Denick shut that off or not? Cards in graveyards can't be the targets of spells or abilities. I'm not sure you can exile target spell in your graveyard. Maybe Denick shuts down the third path. Maybe they don't have a sweeper coming, actually. Okay. They take the plus.
I have got new moves to teach you.
And they pick off the Raffine now. Full price. Okay. Not bad. So they could play Farewell as soon as next turn. Maybe we just hold Make Disappear here. I don't hate that. And attack with the underdog while we can. Let's do it. I don't know if they would run Make Disappear. Or sorry, I don't know if they would run Farewell, given they have so much graveyard value. I think it's fine to do this anyway, though. Other options just drop Teferi. Yeah, we can drop Teferi and hold Make Disappear. That's pretty good as well. Okay. Start here. And we'll take out the Emperor. Send 3 face. And we have Make Disappear for some sweepers. And even if they go land into the 4-mana sweeper, we could still Make Disappear and drop off a token. Or a Denick or something. They mill us instead. Interesting. Does that mean they want to try to resolve Farewell here? Not sure. Mending again, okay. Let that go. Mindbreaker. Oh, they want to mill us. Oh, let's go. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, we can just take the draw here, I think. Get our triggers, get some loyalty counters. So I think they think they're going to sweep the board, but I'm still pretty convinced Denick shuts that off. And they scoop. Okay, fair enough. That's a tough board state to deal with. On the play, looks good to me. Okay, tap land. Up against Caduceus Jones. All right, leave a comment if you remember Osmosis Jones. Leave a comment. That was a wild movie because it had a human. It was animated, but it had a real person in it who's disgusting. He just did the worst. He had a lot of things going on. All right. Adeline's not great before combat because it take the free block. We could actually pick you off now, which is interesting. Let's start with an attack. They're not going to block. Then the question is, do we shut off their ramp? I think we can wait one more turn. Play the Adeline and pick something off next turn. Osmosis Jones. Spirited Companion comes down. They potentially missed their land trap. Looks like they're digging for it. Let's see if they hit it. Okay. Well, we have the old Wandering Emperor blowout here if we want it. So I'm pretty happy to attack all and make them respond. See how they want to play this. They take that block. That's fine. I think we Wandering Emperor on their turn. We can also just give it first strike now. That's also not bad. It's actually pretty good here. We plus, and we have a nice blocker in the form of Adeline anyway. So this shuts down their ramp, which is pretty valuable since they are stuck on land. Taking them off their effective ramp via the natural is pretty good. Okay, they have the next land anyway. So it looks like they top decked it here. Borrowed time. Tear Adeline. Okay. All right, now really leave a comment if you remember. I think Osmosis Jones probably had... What do we want to do here? First strike on Dennick's okay. Making another attacker's okay. I kind of just think first strike on Dennick's pretty good. And then hold both Make Disappear and Infernal Grasp. Cool. Should be good. I'm pretty sure Osmosis Jones had maybe a sidekick, like a white blood cell that would just fly around with him like a dog. And I think there was like a villain cop on the inside. If you remember the name of the villain cop in that movie, definitely leave a comment. Yeah, we'll counter this. Scooparoony, Osmosis Jones down the drain. Looks like a keep to me. Opponent goes first. Hopefully we can go underdog into Raffine, but we might have to hold Make Disappear. Get our tap land out of the way. Hello. Hi there, Jojo. Nice to meet you. Bank Buster it is. So turn 3 is their own Raffine kind of thing. Start getting down white in case we want to do Adeline instead. I think we still drop the underdog here. No guarantee they do anything hold 3. They can hold mana open. They could, you know, hold Make Disappear and the Bank Buster draw. Third land. Into Urza, Lord Protector. Okay. Well, what do we think about that? Could offer the trade with the underdog. Just play out Raffine and then attack. It's actually not even a trade, it's just a free attack, because we get bumped up to a 4-3. They can't power up the Bank Buster because it only has 2 power, so I'm down for this line of play. Cool. I think we're pretty happy to keep land. We like a lot of this, actually. We could drop off 1 Dennick here. I think we'll do it like that. Might play you back another turn. Alright. Opponent eats it. And let's see what they ramp into. We could see a Might Stone this turn. Land, and then make the Might Stone cost 4 mana instead of 5. They couldn't take out Raffine, so they could only take out the underdog if that's the case. Or they could take the draw too. They take the draw instead. Sunset Revelry. Okay. Some blockers acquired. So they still have Stick. And remember, this is instants and sorceries cost 1 less. They could still do things like Make Disappear this turn. So if that's the case, I'm pretty happy here. Might hold Make Disappear in case they want to counter something mid-combat. And I say we attack all, put the counters on the underdog. Maybe we're happy if they trade off. Could also play Soldier before combat to get the life gain, but I care less about our life gain versus their life reduction. I do think we hold Make Disappear. And I'm pretty happy to attack with both. And they just chump the underdog. We definitely put on way more pressure if we put it on Raffine. And I think we're okay if they trade Urza. So we're going to put it on Raffine here. It's also more awkward to target. We could see a cut down now, but we do have the Make Disappear open. Discard 2 cards. I like Deluz a lot. I like Make Disappear. I think we're dropping at least 1 land, maybe 2 lands. We're pretty good on most of our colors. I'd say we want more white in general. So we can drop you, and we're good on blue as well. We'll do it like this. Okay, they take just a chump. Still pretty convinced they have something here. If we had to get one of you countered, I don't think we slam shouldered into the Make Disappear. I think I'm happy dropping Adeline this turn. Or we could even drop Dennick, honestly. Let's do it like that. Okay. Let's see what this last card is. I'm pretty sure they want to cast something here. A 2 mana instant. Nothing yet, though. Okay. Nothing at all. All right. Okay. 5th land. Attack all. Probably a sweeper. I don't think it's worth 1 point of damage in case they want to Ganjo us or something weird. No blocks, eat 3, and potentially see the sweeper. We do have a multicolored card, so if it is that sweeper, we do get at least 1 draw here. Okay, it is in fact Depopulate. So we each get to draw a card. We each have multicolored creatures. We'll be the first ones to rebuild, though, unless they have a 2-drop. They don't. Okay, I'm pretty happy here. Playing out a 3-drop and holding Make Disappear in case it has a relevant target. If that's the case, I think we drop Adeline this turn, and Taluz a different turn. Here comes Adeline. Down to 13. We have the mana to pay for their Make Disappear. And we also have our own Make Disappear open. They might just take the draw off the Bankbuster, though. It would have been nice to slam Shouldered, because clearly they're into drawing cards. But, don't think we need to run that out into 2 open mana. Okay, completely past our turn. We do have Vigilance, so we're not worried about, the Emperor. We could just send the Underdog in there. It'd be fantastic to resolve Shouldered here. We could also hold Make Disappear for, I think we go for it. We can play it before combat just so that we get the extra Adeline trigger. And then we still have Make Disappear open. I think I like that play. Then it makes the Underdog more attractive on subsequent turns because we're not actually losing the life off it. Okay, it sticks. Go ahead and run out the attack. It's a good chunk of damage here. And of course, since it has Vigilance, it plays around the Wandering Emperor. We don't know if they run that or not. Doesn't benefit from Urza's ability, for example. Okay, looks like they'll allow it. Could see an Aganjo on the Adeline. Okay, it is in fact the Emperor. And they can pay for Make Disappear. We could copy it though, right? I think I'm down for that. Casualty 1. Drop you off. Means we're susceptible to a Farewell this coming turn. But I don't mind picking off the Emperor now. We don't have other removal in hand to deal with it. Sure, target the Emperor. Okay, they eat the damage. And let's see if they take the Bankbuster draw in the face of Shouldered. They do. All right, well, we'll see if they have the next sweeper lined up. Make Disappear could not have counter-depopulate this coming turn anyway. So if the plan was to go Wandering Emperor to sweep the board, they're at least not left over with a Planeswalker if they sweep right now. Lose a little bit of life. That helps. All right, it's time for the next sweeper. Farewell. Exile the Graveyard 2. Too bad. Okay. Wedding Announcement plus Dennick is pretty good here. Like that better than Taluz. I think we probably don't play the tower. We might need every draw we can get. So we'll plan to cycle this on a subsequent turn. Opponent with a full hand here. Probably more farewells to go. They play out another tap land. They keep developing their mana base. They play out Teferi. Okay.
Fast as a puzzle. I'm solved.
Draw a card. They don't make the blocker, though. 3 mana open here. Okay. Wow, what a great top deck. Okay, so we can play Raffine here, and then we can go ahead and Connive with 2 attackers, which is enough to take out Teferi. So we'll see if they have an answer. No stick there at all. Okay. This allows us to take out Teferi. We'll put it on the lifelinker, I suppose. So now there is stick, I think. Discard 2 cards. We like the Emperor. Do we need the Grasp? They haven't shown us any devastating creatures yet, like a Shouldered. Wish we played Taluz before combats. We still might play it out here. Oh, we need to actually pick off Teferi. So it's got to be something like this. Yeah, we'll do it like that. Because we need the damage. Okay. If we had played Taluz before combat, we'll hold this to cycle. Then we could have put those cards under her and then gotten the back later. Celestis, not a sweeper yet. Okay. They take the manual draw. Let's go. They could still sweep the board, but we'll see what they have here. They only have 3 mana open. They need 1 more for the sweeper. They bin Make Disappear. Makes sense. Pretty late in the game for that. Do nothing. Oh man, have they given us a chance here? We'll cycle the tower. Look for something better. More lands. Okay. Make Disappear. Probably not good enough at this stage of the game. We have 10 damage total if we want it. Probably start with an attack here. Alright. Are they going to run Fading Hope? Nah. We could take it to the lifelinker, but I think we spread out the threats instead. Let's put it here. We're pretty high on life. Okay. I think we just drop off the lands for the most part. Takanim was pretty good. I think we just do it like this. Okay. When it drops to 8, we play out Teferi. They actually still have enough mana to pay for Make Disappear, so maybe we do play out Takanuma here. Could also hold Wandering Emperor for the way back. We'll do it like this. Okay, they use a hard counter. And we actually have the counter for the counter. So that's fine with me. Auto pay. All right. So if they have a sweeper, the minus isn't as good. But if they only have targeted removal, I'm pretty happy trying to force them to deal with lethal. Let's see. I mean, if they had a really good draw, they could farewell and play a creature and power up the Bankbuster and attack down Teferi. That'd be pretty brutal, but that's a lot to ask for here. It's the next land, 4 cards in hand. Let's see what you got. It is farewell. Do they have the creature and Bankbuster power up to follow? Okay, it doesn't have 3 power at least. We get the Teferi. Okay. Probably hold the Emperor here and just minus and make a blocker. I think I'm happy with that. I'm not sure we play out the last deserted beach. We might need it to cycle at some point. Okay. I think we just end here. The game goes on. They drop off a basic land. Okay. We still haven't seen the Mightstone. They might not run it. Raffine. Okay. Sure. They go ahead and attack. Connive here. Before they take the Connive for a counterspell or something, I think we'll go ahead and do this now. Auto pay. See if they have another hard counter. We now know they run hard counters. We don't have the answer anymore. Okay, let it resolve. Oh, we can't. We should have freaking... it was blocking the Emperor. I should have used it immediately. I'm not sure if it'll matter. It'll matter a little bit if they get to discount something. Drop the Ganjo. Okay. They cut down there. Let's make sure not to waste this opportunity. Exile target tapped creature. Oh, they can give it hexproof. Interesting. Plaza of Heroes actually coming in handy. Whew. Left with an Emperor and a Teferi. Man, that last farewell really turned the game around again. Backup Emperor. Play Teferi. We minus. We get a blocker for Urza. And then we can flash. We don't have enough mana to flash in the next Emperor. I think we want to pick off Raffine here. So if you're going to die anyway, I think we just make a blocker out of you. And I think do nothing. End here and try to pick off Raffine with the Emperor. They bin the Revelry. They play out a land. They don't keep it around for Raffine to cycle. Oof, they deluge. No, that's so bad. Ah, damn. 2 cards to hand. They can keep flashing it back. This is real bad. Let's see if they attack with the Raffine. They don't have to. They could just sit if they think we have the next Emperor. 2 attackers. Yes. All right. Well, we get a chance here. We'll see if they have the next hard counter. They get the Connive. We're going to do this before they have the chance to hit some more hard counters and see if they got it off the Memory Deluge. They don't have it. Make sure to do this now. Exile you, I'm sure. Go ahead and auto pay the ward. Okay. No blocks. Take 2 from Urza. Do nothing. We have the next Emperor as well. 4 lands doesn't allow us to play Teferi, though. I think we start with a plus and attack, and then drop the Teferi. I think they basically just want to Memory Deluge this turn. So we swing for 3. And it drops to 9. I think we attempt it. And I think we make the spirit token.
You know I've always got time to fight you.
And I think we hold the land for cycling.
Devil.
Alright, so they take their deluge now. And they get to dig for 7. But how many farewells can they really cram into this deck? Right? We could be all the way through the farewells. They probably have more depopulates. But as long as we're left over with the planeswalkers, their own emperor, okay. So they can give one of these first strike next turn. We are pretty close to lethal though. And they have Void Rend as well. Damn. I mean, it makes sense. They got to dig it for 4.
Truth still eludes me.
They hard cast the Deluge now. Probably dig for more removal. Okay. 1 removal spell goes down. They can attack down the Emperor here if they want. And they can put first strike here. Yep. So we lose the Emperor this turn.
How we greet our enemies.
They attack just with you. So we could block if we wanted to. I'm not sure there's really a reason to do that. I think we just let it go. Okay. Emperor down.
Still have much to learn.
Get the Celestis flip. We need some more gas here. A Ganjo actually is kind of gas. So if we do that, as long as the Emperor resolves first, we do have a legendary... Oh, only legendary creatures. So we would need the... We're still fine on mana, right? Yeah, so we could do both. I think we threaten to take their Emperor out and prepare both an Aganjo and an Emperor first strike. Yep, they go ahead and take their Bank Buster. Okay, so we Emperor now. Give it first strike. And then Aganjo on the way back. And we cannot pay the mana for it. We can still save the token, which might matter. It's tough, though. That last Make the Spear coming in handy. Okay, there are still ways to win. We still have 3 Soldiers left in the deck, which could just sit on the battlefield and win by themselves. Might Stone weak soon. The opponent should win here. There's no reason they shouldn't. They've resolved double Memory Deluge and have swept away the board multiple times to their advantage. They go ahead and make Urza the Lord Protector. Okay. I think that probably locks away the game. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Sholdred's dead, and Underdog can't even get through the Emperor. They just create blockers every turn.
At any cost.
Yep, that's game. I'll give it to him there. Sucks to lose.